Hello, America's Response All-Stars. Here's our to-do list for the week of April 6th. And I apologize if I look off to the side a little bit. I'm just consulting my to-do list that I've typed up for you guys in all my notes. 1, we're going to continue with our Up First quizzes. Still the same rules, despite as much as some of you try and break them. 2 out of the 6 days of quizzes for this week. So pick any 2 days, do the 5-question quiz. That gets you through that part of the to-do list. Easy, you guys have been doing great with that up to this point. It's not going to get any harder this week. That's the first part. We're going to, for our personal history thread, we're going to put a pause on documenting what you've been up to. But instead, we're going to look a little bit ahead to April break. And what I want you to think about instead is what's something that you've been doing to help pass the time, something fun, something that you could teach your classmates. I've set up a flip grid for you each to make your own videos, attach links, like to make a video about something you can teach people to do to help them fill the time over break, and maybe any other time for that matter. We're going to help each other have a little bit of fun. Now, the rules behind this, the one big rule behind it is it's got to be something that everybody can do. So think of it, if you've got to buy any equipment supplies, keep it to $20. But think about maybe something somebody could make in the kitchen, a little baking, maybe some cookies, some secret family recipe you've got that you can share that'll make everybody feel a little better. Maybe it's a game that you and your family play that you can share. I've got some ideas of things I'm making with my kids, games I'm playing with my kids, and I'm going to try and make some videos to share with you guys to help you out as well. Try and keep the cost down, under $20. If possible, so people can all access this. But we're going to try and help each other have a little bit of fun. So that's our new kind of personal history thread, just showing people what we're doing for fun and hopefully helping people find their own ways to do it too. Lastly, for our content, we're going to wrap up our immigration unit, and we're going to talk about an issue of who should get into the United States. And so you're going to take the role of the President's Advisor on Immigration. Now, I'm going to provide you with 7 different candidates who want to get into the United States and want to become citizens, live here for a long time. And if you let one of them in, which you've got to do, it could mean that thousands of people just like them from the same place with the same issues show up. But you've got to pick one out of those 7 candidates and decide who are you going to let into the country. There are 2 parts to it. One, you've got a graphic organizer to complete about the 7 candidates. You've got to find a pro and a con to them. And I've included all sorts of information about the candidates for you to evaluate. They're all fictional characters that I've made up. But they've all got pros and cons to them, so that should be very easy for you to find one piece of evidence for each. That's the first part, submit that graphic organizer. But then the second part is to do a little writing, pick the one candidate you think the president should let in, let them know which candidate it is and why. And in that position, I want you to find 8 pieces of evidence. Now, there are all sorts of ways you can go about doing it. Remember, there's 7 candidates. So you can talk about why you should let the candidate in that you've chosen, what are all the pros, and there are probably at least 3 or 4 of them for each. So that's a whole bunch of pieces of evidence right there. But you can also look at the candidates you don't like and say, hey, this is what's wrong about the other candidates. This is why you shouldn't let them in. They've got this problem. We don't want it here in the United States. Take this one, keep them out. So that's also a piece of evidence. So while 8 may sound like a lot as I present it to you, when you go into those assignments on Google Classroom, the Who Gets In assignments, and read through the testimony about the candidates and find out who they are, you'll see there are tons of reasons to let some of them in and keep some of them out. Keep in mind with this assignment, there's no right or wrong answer. So no matter what you choose, you can't get it wrong. You've just got to defend your position. So those are our 3 assignments. The Up First quizzes and the Who Gets In piece about which candidate you're going to let in, those are all going to be due next Sunday, the 12th. But that video you're going to make, the Flipgrid video that's going to teach people how to do something fun over vacation, that will be due the following Thursday, which is the 16th. So you've got a little extra time for that. We'll have a few small assignments that last week because I know it's shorter, and I don't want to load you up too much before vacation, so you'll have some work to do then as well. But then hopefully we'll hit pause, and then we'll pick up after break. So good luck with all these assignments. I look forward to seeing you in our online classes, and we'll answer any questions you've got then.